It's not the shooting that drives the hunter, it's the process to get to that shot. I think we just nailed our giant baby. I saw blood coming out the other side. Ooh. Woo! Nice shooting. Man, they did exactly what we thought that they were going to do here this morning. Heart's racing.
Mine too.
Oh my, that's awesome right there. That's kind of a first, the way he's... Well, welcome to Texas, everybody. Back home, it is the buck parade. But in reality, we're at the tail end of it. Today's November the 9th, and they started to lock down just a little bit. We noticed through our Reconic cell cameras, and we noticed through our sits, things got quite slow. So we got on a jet, headed down here last night, got in late, went out, checked several different Reconics cameras, and we've decided to go into a brand new spot. We're going into this big pipeline area. It's a brand new muddy bull, and we're hoping that by coming south, and if you look at my app, my DeerCast app, this is actually high anticipation down here because our peak estrus is 10 days later here than it is back home, and I preset that in the app. So we're actually where these bucks are actually moving, and we think we're going to be in for a good morning this morning. Wade's taking his bow, I'm taking my bow, and we're in Texas and couldn't be happier. We'll see what happens down here. Literally surprised us here this morning. We were watching this other buck, and then this guy came through going that way. I think that could have been a mature deer, actually. Looked like it. Based on the pictures, we've had him on camera here, so I mean, it's on fire already here this morning. Just, we absolutely love coming down here. Back home, things are a little locked down. We get down here, we've seen 3 bucks already. How's that possible? They're moving right at first light here on this dark moon. Exceptionally good start to our Texas trip down here. I mean, this is the first time in this spot, and we could not ask for any more than what we've seen this morning. Buck after buck, walking the north edge of this incredible brushy bottom on a south wind, exactly what we hoped we would see. It was just nice to see affirmation to what we thought would happen. There's another 8 point. Great start though. First sit, I couldn't have got any better. Yeah, for sure. I'm ready to get to work now. We got a set to hang and a ground line to put up, several cameras to check, so we're gonna go get after it here today. Every deer hunter's motto should be that right there. Don't ever stop learning, don't ever stop hunting, don't ever stop preparing, just don't ever stop. We just set up this new Muddy Preview 3, and I was sitting there thinking as we went through the work of putting it up and cutting all the limbs and everything, it's not the shooting that drives the hunter, it's the process to get to that shot. Because when Wade and I were doing this, we knew what we wanted. We knew where we wanted the blind, where the stuff needed to be trimmed, the video angle, the camera angle. This flat is nasty thick, and there's a water hole right behind us. The southwest wind is gonna be perfect because it's gonna put our wind right over this water. And we've got nothing but cover here. It's a great calling situation. It's also gonna be a great situation to see bucks cruising. And we've got great Reconics pictures here. What we did is we put some Reconics cameras in some new areas on the ranch to see what was moving in there, and we get confirmation there's 2 giants in here, a big 8 and a big 9 or 10 with kickers. So it's not the shot, it's the preparation getting to that shot.
ready.
Never cut it by hand when you've got an electric chainsaw. That's our motto. It's a big ranch, so it's taken us a while to dial it in, so it's getting pretty exciting now.
Yeah, this year's, based on the cameras, has been one of the best years. For
really good.
Age and size of deer.
Tremendous pictures this year, better than ever. Dang it! Luckily we were done with that interview. Did you see me catch that? The fun part, we've got, just in these 2 cards alone, 3,500 photos to look through, and then we've got about 7 or 8 other cards. So we're going to go check several Reconyx cameras and get some MRI and see exactly what mood these bucks are in. But there's a lot of different rubs right here on this little ridge we noticed when we came to this camera. Like everything's horned up, so I can't wait to see what's on here. These are some of the original Reconyx cameras. You can see there's a compact flash card, so most everything we run is SD. But these originals are still going. I got some of these cameras in 2007, 2008. They're still rolling. It's a warm one today. That's why we're going to water. We'll give it a try. It's a new spot, and there's water there, south wind. We should see some bucks cruising there, I think, this time of the year. So we'll see what happens.
Pressure is on the rise. Perfect conditions for Hot Corner. Been all over the south side of the plot. Hot Corner, 3 p.m.
It's the easiest decision you'll make this season. Get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
Let's go have some fun. Oh, it's a cloudy one this morning. I don't see any stars, and we got some wind. There's a front coming, and this is the very start of that front. So I suspect these deer are going to be on their feet this morning, this afternoon, and tomorrow. So we're excited about our next few sits down here. Beautiful morning down in Texas. Pleasant. Different than back in the Midwest. They're getting hammered with rain and everything. So we'll go sit. We're probably going to go back to either where we sat yesterday morning or last night. We're going to decide on the drive, but we're excited to get in there and see what happens. Well, we're in our muddy blind here this morning, and we got a perfect wind. It's November the 10th. This is the first day of lockdown, at least in the Midwest, but that's not the case down here in Texas. We've already seen a lot of bucks cruising. Hopefully we can find one of our targets cruising. We're in here on a giant Texas deer. We have a few pictures of him, just a few on the Reconyx camera, but he lives right here. We've seen him before in years past. He's at least, I think he's 7.5 years old. He's a monster. Big 5x5 with kickers, so we'll see if he's out and about this morning. There's also a big 8 in here that's mature, so hopefully we can lay eyes on one of those too. saw blood coming out the other side. Just exactly what we thought was going to happen in here, and it happened early this morning. Wow. Oh my goodness, man, he's a giant. I mean, big. He came out and he was walking that other buck off, and I was just getting ready to grunt to him, and then he turned and came down this flat anyway. He was coming straight at us. And he came, and I thought I was going to possibly have a shot out there at 40, and then he turned on this flat right where this brush line is, and he's coming like straight to the water hole. But instead he came right there, and then when I drew, he kind of got a little bit nervous, so I went ahead and aimed low, and I think I just put it through everything. I know I saw blood coming out the backside. That was a rage 2-3, so I think we'll be in good shape. Man, is he big. Holy cow. I just showed pictures of that deer this morning. That's him right there. Velvet shot. And that camera is literally let's see, that camera is right back there on this flat. So we knew he was in here. But we haven't had many pictures, but I also had the camera go down, so some of the pictures are weird looking. But I think we just got it done on a giant down here in Texas. He was quartering too, so I tucked it a little tight. Makes us go look for him. You'd think he was possibly coming to that waterway.
Definitely could have. He was on a pretty direct beeline. He's gonna come to that right direct. But
yeah, I don't know either, or he was just out walking.
He definitely was in a mood because he walked those other bucks out.
Yeah, he's all burred up and stuff. You love it when you see him in that mood. I know that. Whether it was the water, the grunt, or just cruising, we got an arrow in him. We got our brush pretty tight, buddy, especially from his view. Oh my, look.
Yeah,
He's done. Oh my. Oh my. There's the arrow right there. I'm pretty sure it snapped because I heard it. I think we got him, buddy. Could that be him? Yeah, see that? That's gotta be him. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There he lays. We got him, buddy. We were on good blood, but sometimes in this grass it's hard to see. So I got my LTO out. There he is. Ooh.
See that rack in here?
Oh boy. Check that out, Wade.
Congratulations, that thing is a giant.
Oh my. Heck yeah. What a stud. The exit's a little further back than we thought. But it got him. Oh my word. That thing's a horse. Holy cow. Look at that. Nice. That thing is awesome, dude. Holy cow, that's a big buck. Woo!
Yeah, that thing is nice.
Yeah, baby. That thing is awesome.
Cameras everywhere.
Everywhere. Well, what a start here. November the 10th, the first day of lockdown. Here we are in the great state of Texas, and there's a reason we're down here. Lockdown in the Midwest, oftentimes we struggle just a little bit. Those bucks that have been so frequently daylighting the previous 10 to 12 days or 15 days suddenly all disappear because they've got a girlfriend. And we've decided to come down here to Texas because you kind of get to relive the 10 to 15 days we just had in the Midwest. And I'm so glad we did. We had a good sit last night, a great sit yesterday morning, and then this morning was just off the charts. These bucks are up on their feet, they're looking, and it's exactly why we came down here, because we get to really go through pre-lock and high anticipation all over again. This guy was our #1 target. We were looking for him last night. He didn't show up. And then this morning, we saw him out there in the dim light. We've got a front starting to come in. You can see the cloud cover today. And he was out there with another buck. I had just grunted just a little bit. Whether they showed it because of that or we just got lucky, I don't know. But once he walked that other buck off, he came and turned and came straight towards us. Whether he was coming to the pond or just cruising, we put that blind there so that on a south wind, we were safe, because we were blowing our wind out over that water hole. He came on a string, and then when he got in close, he got just a little bit nervous. The blind was new yesterday, and luckily I was able to aim just a little bit low. The arrow dropped in, found its mark, and he ran about, I'm gonna say 150 to 175 yards. But again, just a great start to lockdown down here in Texas. If I count him up right, he's probably got 17 different scoreable points that are an inch or longer. Just an incredible Texas deer, and I couldn't be more excited or more pleased to be sitting behind a giant like this down here in Texas. What a great start to lockdown. That's a wrap.
Usually all of this big drainage out front, usually they come out of there, go up and over this ridge and into the next one. But man, I seen that rack coming down the hill over here. I was like, it has to be him. Glassed, boom, it was him. You can tell by that diamond shaped rack. Big deer though. Man, we'll see if it'll work back. I don't know. We'll see what his toe does, I guess. Crazy. Came out, but he did not, so I assume he's in there tending that doe or something. Just our luck. We try and leave lockdown in the Midwest, get down here, and they've been good all day, and yesterday and the day before they've been really good, but I don't know, he may be locked down. We'll keep an eye on the cameras and see if he shows back up, or we may come give it a try. He's in the area, so we may come give it another try, but all the other bucks came out, so he must have pushed them out or something, but he never followed.
Gotta love that. All that green. I think it's gonna be a good morning.
If we walk in with a super bright light, like our camera light, they just don't go far. So we just walk in with the light on. They'll walk off or bound off, but usually it doesn't affect them too bad. They're always seeing lights. So, well, people, ranchers. pretty good high pressure this morning, 30.08. First time the sun's been out of a morning since we've been here. It's been cloudy the last 2 mornings, so hopefully this morning they're just a little slower to get up on their feet. Show, but we'll call him Black Diamond. And he was just a big old boar. And down here in Texas, you never know if you're gonna see a big buck, a big hog, but that's pretty fun stuff. Got to take the jitters out on a big old boar. Good stuff. Awesome.
Well, we'll get him taken care of, and we'll be back after them whitetail. We got about a day and a half left here yet, so hopefully we can still get her done.
It's our final morning down here in Texas, and we are going in after this big 8-point that we've been seeing pretty consistently. Hopefully he's out looking for does this morning, checking that flat. So we're gonna ease in here, and a lot of bucks on does down here the last few days. That's a big deer. Holy cow. Show him though. How big. It looks like that double drop back in Iowa. Yeah. Texas version. I'm looking. Might be in between those. I mean, they're moving for sure. Beautiful day out, high pressure. DeerCast, that's great. Glad I made the move. Yeah, and it's been great thus far. Awesome. Just need a target to show. Yeah, that's it. There we go.
Bet.
He's not gonna go far. Wow. Attaboy, Wade. Nice shooting. So much fun. Nice shooting. Man, they did exactly what we thought that they were gonna do here this morning. He was working the north side of this brush on the south wind. Whew, my heart's racing. That drop time coming off that hill. I just gotta hit it right that way. Right to him. Oh man, that was fun. Nice shot. Thanks. And that rage at home. Yeah, that was a beautiful sight. And we're running away in that sun. Just awesome. Unreal. Whew. I mean, that happened fast too. Very fast. We were watching this drop down over here, and then all of a sudden, boom! Right out of this thicket, here comes that big old mature 8. We almost had him yesterday, but he just didn't give me a shot. But this morning he did. And he's down, buddy. He is down right there. Good job, buddy. Thanks. It's fun stuff. That was awesome. That was fun. Man, my heart's racing.
Mine too. That was cool.
Mornings like this, we love. That's a brand new spot, Muddy Bull, that we put here exactly for what just happened, which makes it really, really cool.
Fun. Great shooting.
Thank you. Like I said, at least I got my arrow back on this one. I did not in the hollow. Mark, you want to extract him?
Oh my, that's awesome right there. That's kind of a first, the way he's...
Yeah, he literally was right in there. Well, what an awesome hunt this morning. You know, we came in here this summer, put up that muddy bull blind, Perry and Tim did, and we put it on this pipeline in hopes that they were gonna do exactly what he did this morning. Just scent checking this giant drainage here behind us. Couldn't be happier. Big old mature buck down here in Texas. We just love this spot. It's our home away from home. You know, it was getting warm in the Midwest. The bucks were starting to lock down, but down here, they're just a little bit behind and they're a little bit more used to the warm weather. So we decided to make a trip south. Boy, am I glad that we did, because it paid off in a big way. Awesome buck down here in Texas.
Congratulations, Wade.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, Wader, back to the Midwest.
Oh man, it was so much fun down here. It was a quick trip, but we made the most of it. You killed that absolute giant that we call Baby China. Have just a few pictures of him, and then you know, I just got it done about 30 minutes ago on a really nice old 8-pointer down here. So it was an awesome trip.
It was an awesome trip. Deer season 21 is rolling on. Wader and I are going to jump on a flight. We're heading back to the Midwest. Missouri gun season opens tomorrow. We've got 4 crews that'll be out, so we'll keep the cameras rolling, and if you keep watching, we'll keep producing.
Absolutely, good stuff.
Fun stuff.
Sure is. And you know, we had the bows down here. We're gonna break out the rifles tomorrow, so the next deer season 21 will probably be with a boom boom pow.
Well, standing here next to the back-to-back morel target, and because we do so much traveling and we go from farm to farm, you know, it's not uncommon to set this thing out wherever you want to in the yard. Well, the old adage, aim small, miss small, may apply. And on this thing, because on this end, these dots are all so much smaller, stay in tune all season long and try and start targeting these smaller dots. It's made of the flex back self-healing foam, which is one of the most impressive targets I've seen as long as we've been doing this, and I'm talking decades. So this is the absolute greatest target we've been around, regardless whether you're shooting practice tips, mechanical, fixed blade, it doesn't matter. Give this one a try. This is one I think you'll be impressed with.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of Deer Season 21 is brought to you by MOTV. For access to all our Drury Outdoors TV shows, head over to the MOTV app today.